Alright, let's see if this works. Hi guys. As you can see, this is my final attempt, my third and final attempt to capture Comet Atlas. I hope you can see it. I have my bigger telescope up my rooftop now. It's the FF80 80mm aperture 600mm refractor focal length refractor telescope. And it's close to the horizon, but you can see I'm trying to take 3-minute pictures here of the comet. You can see the comet here centered, or at least a little bit on the left, with the tail extending quite a bit towards the right. But it's already hitting the horizon a bit, so let's see how long we can actually track it before it will go below the horizon. I will check. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I will be monitoring the chat as well. I see that there is one person, Caseify. Hi, Wido. Hello, Case. Welcome again. So this is another live, spontaneous live stream, as they call it, because I just saw this evening that we had clear skies. It's a little bit foggy outside, but we can still see the comet. So I thought I will stream it for, I think it's about an hour or two, and then the comet will hit the horizon. Mistig in Apeldoorn, so it's foggy in another part of my of the Netherlands. Ja, Wessel, dat klopt inderdaad. Ik zit in Utrecht en ik heb net... Ja, het is hier ook best wel vochtig hoor. It's very foggy here. As well, but if I take like 2 or 3 minute exposures, I can still see the comet. So you're looking actually at a 3-minute... I'm trying to take 3-minute exposure, but you can see that... You can see a little bit of the tail. I'm hoping you are you're okay with that. You can see I'm using my ASI Air here. I'm guiding with my guide scope. And what you see are actually single images. So these are not stacked images. So I'm taking 3-minute images at default gain with the ASI 2600 MC Pro, and these are the pictures that are rolling in, basically. Does that make sense? Right. Let's see, Anthony. I managed to get a photo on my phone and DSLR last night after many cloudy nights. Congrats, Anthony. Actually, I also have this C-Star S50 up my rooftop, and it's also tracking the comet. But it isn't. The pictures are they are stacked, but the C-Star is tracking. It's actually tracking the stars instead of the comet. So you get this long. How do you call that? You can see that. The nucleus is not very sharp. You get this big bright stripe. But I will see tomorrow if I can individually stack those images, and perhaps I can still make something out of it. Danielle 2024 S1, yes. I checked it, and I think will it be visible in the northern hemisphere? That's the biggest question, Daniel. I saw on Telescope Live that for the moment at least, that new comet 2024 S1, I think it will be visible in the southern hemisphere. But correct me if I'm wrong. I know that it is entering the inner solar system, and yeah, let's hope for the best. Can I actually check? So, let me see. Can I put Chrome on properties? Let me see. I would like to... no, this is not what I want. No, this is not what I had in mind. Let's see. I wanted to show you some information about the comet. Should have checked it before if this would work. Let me try to figure it out here. Chrome? No, that's not the one. Maybe this one? No. Oh, wait. That might be it. Let me check. Nope. Okay, I'm trying to get my Chrome browser on. Oh, but maybe it's, yeah, it's behind the ASI Air probably. Okay, anyhow. I will read it to you if I cannot find his CD. So, let's see. So this comet right now, it is a magnitude 4.8 in brightness. So it will be only, I think it will still be visible to the naked eye, but you should go to like a very dark place and look towards the northwest. I also noticed that it changed. It's now in the constellation Ophiuchus, and the coma diameter is about 3 arc seconds. So that's that little nucleus you see, that bright nucleus. And then the tail length is still 5 degrees, it says. So you are looking here at my picture. You can see it's getting, it is a bit foggy. The tail extends quite a bit. It extends even longer than this, the picture I'm showing you, about twice as long. So, and it's climbing, it's higher in the night sky, but it's also farther away from Earth. So I noticed that it was, I think, about 100 million kilometers away now. Whereas a few days ago, last week, when I did my first stream, we still had like the comet at 75 million kilometers, and it was brighter in the night sky. But you can still catch it with a telescope. And the beautiful thing is that right now it's dark. So yeah, I can track the comet with a decent telescope. Klaas Haasjes, totally overcast in Zwolle. Are all people from the Netherlands. I'm hesitant because my channel is in English, so I'm talking in English, but there are a lot of Dutch persons, so I really appreciate that. Dankjewel mensen voor het volgen. So that was Dutch saying thank you. Klaas Haasjes. Yeah, I checked my cloud radar, and it's I think, is it not the whole of the Netherlands? Is maybe I'm lucky then. Let me check the cloud radar. Can I not? I will try to put my Chrome web browser on later on. Yeah, I have clear skies. Let me check outside. Maybe it's foggy. Now I can definitely see some stars out. But how can I want to to show my browser so we can check out together what I'm looking at. Where is my cloud radar? Here it is. Can you see it now? No, wait. It is still, here is my Chrome browser. Okay, sorry, this is a little bit old school. Maybe below the clock. Let me check. Maybe this. Where is that live info? Sorry about this. This is of course me trying to get my Chrome working. Why you don't see it? Yeah? Can you see it now? Let's see. No, you can't. Oh, you can a little bit. Why is it so big? Okay, here's my browser. Here's my web browser. OBS. What am I doing? Trying to extend the web browser here. So, Okay, I will put the comet again first. So this is my, this is Cloud Radar in the Netherlands, by the way. So yeah, for me it's clear. I don't know, can I satellite images here, infrared? So yeah, there is, yeah, here. So I'm here in the middle of the Netherlands. Can you see that? Utrecht, this is where I live. So I don't see, maybe it's foggy. I noticed it was very humid outside, so I put both of my dew heaters on my telescope. Anyway, let's see, does this work? Yeah, this works. This is the comet. That's what we want to look at, right? Yeah, that's it. Let's see. Let's go to the chat. Wessel Blokzeil. Yes. Videorama. Leuk Wido. Weer een livestream. Groetjes uit Enschede. Groetjes terug, Videorama. I'm doing this partly in Dutch because there are a lot of Dutch people, Dutch folks, of course, because I'm Dutch, and also from Belgium. There are a lot of Flemish people. Flemish? Or maybe, I don't know. Where are you from, Nuno Casanova? North Belgium is misty. Yeah, Nuno, it's also very foggy here. It's very humid. But I did, yeah, maybe because I'm in the city. That also, it helps a little bit. It's less foggy when you're I'm on the outskirts of Utrecht. The city of Utrecht, not the province. So maybe that's beneficial. Maybe that's why it's still a bit clear here. Now let's hope for the best tonight. Change to infrared view. Yeah, fog doesn't show up. I think that's what's going on, Wessel. So right, folks, if you have any questions, let me know. So you can see here the next image is rolling in. So you're looking at single images, and what I'm going to do is, yeah, you can already see the horizon on the left. So I twisted my camera about 90 degrees. So if you look towards the left here, you can clearly see already the city light pollution. And here towards the right, you actually have like that's up in the sky, so you can clearly see the light pollution. But I thought we have to give this comet a proper goodbye, right? So and I can try to show you here. Let me try to click. So these are my light images here. The comet was actually in the database of the ASI Air, so I was really happy about that. You can see all my pictures here. Can you see them? I think so. So here I'm taking, I don't think I can maybe I can auto stack with the ASI Air. Let me know, anyone, if you know how to live stack with the ASI Air, let me know. So here you can see I'm taking all these light frames, and the idea is to hopefully get a nice still out of it, and I'm going to stack all of these images on top of each other using a stacking software, and then I'm going to try to deal with the light pollution by extracting that light pollution using some, yeah, it's called dynamic background extraction, or Grexpert usually does a good job, but these are like statistical algorithms that can take out that light pollution. So let's go back to the live images. So you can see here a clock running on the right. That's just the shutter time on my telescope. And because I am actually tracking the night sky very accurately, I can take up to 3-minute pictures. And the comet is then still pretty sharp, as you can see. And I'm doing that, so I'm tracking the comet in equatorial mode, it is called. So I'm actually following the exact movement of the stars across the night sky, because I am what is called polar aligned with the north celestial pole. And I'm also using like an extra telescope. That's a little telescope with a camera. It's called a guide scope. You can see here my tracking is very bad at the moment because I'm very close to the horizon. Actually, it's not so bad. So you can see here, this is my tracking, and dithering is actually, yeah, that's something else. Let's not make it too difficult. But you can see I have 1 or 2 stars here, maybe also the comet. Let's see if I can move away with the graph. So here, I think here, no, that's a plane. So this is my guide scope. That's an extra scope. It is tracking these three stars actually. Maybe this is the comet, I think. And yeah, that's how it works here. Of course, we have this nice. What is it? Like, is it a satellite? This is, I think it's a satellite streak. It's not a plane. A plane usually blinks, so you have these different. So a line of blinking lights, also in red and mostly in red and blue. I think red and green. I think, and this is like a sharp. So this could be a Starlink satellite. This could be another satellite. It's close to the horizon. It could actually also be the ISS. Although I think the ISS would appear even brighter across my image. Yeah. So pretty happy with this actually. Living in Belgium. Thanks for the great content. Askioda, thank you. May the force be with you. And tomorrow I will release another video. I'm actually going to. I just finished a video about the telescope I'm using right now. I have been using this 80mm quadruplet refractor telescope for about 6 months now. So I did a first video about it when I just got it from ZWO, and then I decided to buy it. So I thought maybe it will also be nice to do a 6-month review on the telescope I'm using right now. I will be releasing that tomorrow, that review. So for anyone who is interested in astrophotography, and if you're interested to know what kind of astrophotography imaging rig I'm using right now, tomorrow I will release a video about it. JW from Sweden. Do I know some? I'm trying to think about a welcome in Swedish. I know tack, that's thank you. It is now, ISS is above the Philippines. Oh, then definitely I did not catch it. Thank you, Nuno. So are you guys still catching Comet Atlas as well? Are you going to try? Yeah, in the Netherlands apparently there's a lot of fog in other areas of my country. Have to work on my pronunciation here. And yeah, I was hoping that tonight would still be clear. Maybe so this is only the image. I will put the dashboard back. Can I do that here? Oh, I need to reconnect, I think. Oh no, I am already connected. I can just click here. Here's the next 80-second picture, and you can see here the streak is gone. Oh, here's another one. This is definitely a plane. So you see that blinking here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's definitely a plane. I can try to play around. Can you see everything? Let's see. Yeah. I think so. I can. Okay. This is a bit strange because you can see here the format of the ASI Air view I'm showing you is actually it's actually on my phone. So I'm streaming my phone, and it's not exactly in line with the HD format of the live stream. So it's a little bit smaller, as you can see. The screen I'm streaming. I hope you don't mind. It's just the way it is. I can enlarge it if you want. So here, but then you cannot see the whole screen. Let me know what you prefer. So I can move it like this, so you can still see the picture and like the countdown of the next picture. When do you expect the Dwarf 3 to be available in the Netherlands? Yeah, Mark. I I read on the Dwarf website that when you pre-order the Dwarf 3 now, it will be available. It will be sent to you in January. I think they have a lot of pre-orders, and they are working through those pre-orders right now. Is that actually English? So they are like, they have a backlog, I think, and they are definitely available. But the first batch will be shipped in October for the folks who already ordered it back in June or July, when it first became available as a pre-order. And when you pre-order it now, you have to wait a couple of months. I think will be December, January. I can actually I have a browser. I can check for you. Let me see. It is on the Dwarf Lab site. Oh, and let me check. Dwarf Lab. You can also do that yourself. But yeah, I'm here to help you, of course. Pre-order now. Let me see. What do they say when I click pre-order? A new pre-order. It states here. I can show you. Just very quickly. Here, this is the Dwarf pre-order website, and here below it shows new pre-orders from October will be shipping in January 2025. So that's it, I guess, 2025. Now that I'm here, let me show you this. So this, can you see this? Yeah. So this is actually, oh no, it's, so this is the website I'm always using to check out where comets are in the night sky. Now I have to say, ZWO is also doing a very good job in updating their virtual sky atlas, and also Stellarium, for instance, is also a perfect app where you can just find Comet Atlas A3 and also all kinds of objects. Actually, you can see actually here it is very close to the Milky Way, or at least the core of the Milky Way, the center of the Milky Way. And this is not, this is not my time, so it's already 2053. I can like put forward this image to 2053. So this is the time right now for me. Can I just go hit play or something? Go to current time and date. Yeah, so here you can just see that, and is it then tracking? I don't know. Anyway, you can see that it's already very close to the horizon. So let me just check here. Can I just, so it's now almost 9 in the Netherlands. So let me see what happens. So 9 o'clock, and maybe before that it will hit maybe a treetop, or maybe I have some large buildings close to the horizon. So you can see it will be visible until about 10 o'clock tonight. So that's for an extra hour. Can I do like 10 minutes? Like at 11 it will definitely be below the horizon for me. So I have about an hour to check this comet out. And I also saw this. This is, can you, let me see. Yeah, you can see everything, eh? Yeah. So maybe I should put it a bit higher like this. So here we have Comet Atlas, and there's also like this, it's very cool when you go to Bright Comet. So here, this is definitely the brightest comet right now, magnitude 4.8. Tail length is 5 degrees, they say, at least observed. Definitely check out this comet under dark skies. I'm under the Bortle class 8 skies, city, light polluted skies, so definitely if you want a clear view, try to find dark skies. This is not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you something else. Let me check the next picture, by the way, of the comet. So we are trying to stream the comet, right? Not this website. Oh, you can see it's getting brighter, right? So again, I'm taking 3-minute pictures here. I can darken it a little bit. So definitely the comet is visible, but it's hitting the horizon. You can see I twisted the camera 90 degrees like I said before. Maybe some people joined later. You can clearly see here on the left, especially when I stretch the image. Let me try to do that here. So when I auto stretch this image, you can see here, oh, it's actually getting less. So perhaps because it's evening now, we get I thought it was light pollution, but maybe you can see like a little bit, the image is dark on the right and it's getting brighter towards the left. So, and towards the left is also towards like the horizon of my night sky, right? So I was assuming that this would get worse, but it's actually getting a bit better. And maybe that's because it's like I was still in twilight a little bit and now it's turning into full night. How do you call that? Like it's past twilight. I have like the night sky now. So I only have now the city light pollution and maybe not so much the sunset. I have a bit more contrast anyway. I'm trying to explain something. I'm not sure that what's going on. So I was expecting a worse image, but it's getting a bit better. And I'm thinking about why that is. I think it's because it's just darker outside now. Like as opposed to half an hour ago. Anyhow, let's see, are there any other folks here? Do you want this or do you want? I don't think you are okay with everything. But here, this is the full picture of the comet. Is that nice? So let's see. So this would be the best view, maybe. But yeah, so I can give you only the picture. Is that okay? Is that okay? Do you want this? So this is the whole. I'm stretching my view here to give you a good look at the comet. But you won't be able. Look, when I'm accessing my phone now, you can see only part of it. Maybe a bit towards. Yeah. I like it when I also see all kinds of info with the comet. Let me know what you want. Do you want a big comet or do you also want some info on the side? Here you can see here. This is the next picture is rolling in. Yeah, it's getting better. Unbelievable. Super happy about that. What's this view? Yeah, then you cannot see anything else. Okay, guys, sorry for messing around here. Are there any questions? Let's see. I ordered in May 30 and it may be arrive mid-November. Bommeltje. You're back, Bommeltje. Hi. You were also there during the first live stream, right? What camera do you use? Yeah, this is a very fancy camera I'm using right now. It's the ASI 2600 MC Pro. Again, I just finished a review of my entire astrophotography rig. This is actually one of my favorite rigs I'm using. With an 80mm refractor telescope, 600mm focal length. It's a flat field telescope, so I don't have to add any field flattener to that telescope to get a sharp view across the image. And it's on my ZWO AM5 mount, which I bought about a year ago. And the best thing I like about that mount is that it's super lightweight. So with my EQ6R Pro, I never dragged it up my rooftop because it was just too heavy. I have an extra balcony towards the east, so I had an eastward view. But not, I could track objects until it hit the meridian, and then past the meridian it would go behind my rooftop. But the AM5 is only about 5 kilos, so kilograms. So you can just easily drag it up my rooftop, and with the refractor telescope on it, I can track like the whole night sky. I have almost a 360-degree view of the night sky. There are some trees there, but So anyway, way too much about me, personal information, but yeah, I do like that rig because it's lightweight, and yeah, you can of course with auto guiding you can track objects for multiple minutes, and that will get you to, like, if you can take 3 to 5 minute pictures of deep sky objects, you get a really clear view of objects in the night sky, especially when you can also stack them. So then the final image, for instance, I just finished the Pleiades. I tracked it for 3 minutes, and I made about 90 pictures, 87 pictures to be exact. So 90 times 3 is more or less 270 minutes, which is wow, close to 5 hours, right? So, and you stack all of these images together, and then you get a really nice view of objects in the night sky. That's how astrophotography works. But a lot of you already know that because you are watching my channel. So what am I talking about? Info, please. Yeah, Anthony wants to have info. So I will leave the information of the ASIR on. So you can also see here I have the histogram. What is the origin of the comet? Res, I heard that this is an Oort cloud comet. So if I understand this correctly, you have two areas. You have the Kuiper belt, which is a little bit closer. It's like a bit farther away than... Now, it's actually where Pluto also is. So we have dwarf planet Pluto. It's part of the Kuiper belt, which has a lot of icy bodies, and some of those icy bodies, they fall towards the sun, and then of course they get heated. They heat up because of the solar wind, and then you will get a comet. But this is the Oort cloud, and the Oort cloud is even much farther away. And I read in the news that this comet will pass Earth once every 80,000 years. So it will stay in orbit around. Our solar system, but it has a super, like, elongated orbit. How can I say this in English? So you have to wait 80,000 years before this comet will pass the sun again, will orbit the sun again. And so 80,000 years ago, this comet was also in the inner solar system. But yeah, who lived then? 80,000 years ago, there were some humans already. I guess some cavemen, maybe Neanderthal, how do you call the Neanderthal people, or the cavemen, maybe they saw this comet in the night sky. Maybe there are some drawings in some caves of this comet. I don't know. But anyway, this is the final view we are getting in our lifetimes of this comet. But of course, there are many comets in the solar system, so we just have to wait until another one comes by and will amaze us with a very will amaze us with a beautiful view. And yeah, I think this comet is especially popular because it was visible to the naked eye. Maybe it still is when you go to a dark place. Anyhow, really losing the second tail now. Yeah, Andy, I also noticed I tried to put it not all the way towards the right, or towards the left in this case, of the picture. Because I was expecting this tail, I saw, yeah, there were probably many pictures you saw and many streams like this of Comet Atlas. And last week I also had like a few live streams, and I was really noticing this anti-tail, they called it. It was really interesting, but I don't see it now. And this is a 3-minute picture, so if it would be there, I would be picking it up. I'm pretty sure about that, because I had a much worse tracking mode and a telescope that was not quite as capable as this telescope I'm using right now, and it already showed up that anti-tail. I'm not actually... Nah. Oh, C is C what? Ask Yoda knows more about this comet. He says C is a deterministic comet. It may not come back, but if it does, then 80,000 years is the estimated orbital period. Yeah, a lot can happen in 80,000 years, I guess. But I never knew. Almost all comets are like, is it not so? I always assumed that C was just the first letter of comet. But maybe that's not the case then. Because if I look to the overview, so let me show you the overview here. When I go to Chrome, so here's my live stream. If I go to the overview here of bright comets that are currently visible, oh no, they're not all of them are called C. Aha. So C 2023A3, and then the next in line, I think they order it in terms of magnitude, observed magnitude here. So the brightest comet right now is this one with a magnitude of 4.8, as you can see, and if I'm correct, up until 5 or 6 in magnitude, we can spot with the naked eye. But I think, well, like 1 or 2 weeks ago, it was actually a magnitude 1, observed magnitude 1. So the lower the magnitude, the brighter it is in the night sky. And then the next one is 8.9. So you would be able to pick up this comet with a telescope and taking long exposure pictures like I'm doing right now, but you would definitely not be able to see it with a naked eye. And then it gets like dimmer from there. See, C 2021 S1, almost all of them are designated like C/, so I just assumed it was comets. Here, Pons Brooks, we saw that like 2 or 3 years ago. It was in the inner solar system, still hanging around. So here you have this whole list, so that's pretty nice. And the Skylife has this star map, and also, oh yeah, this is what I wanted to show you, the 3D viewer of the solar system. So can you see that? Yeah, you can see it. So if we look at this comet here, let me try here. So this is Comet Hero, you can see it here, Tsuchinshan-ATLAS, and the orbit is actually, why are there so many orbits? Can I maybe choose which one I want to show? Can I will try to only get that. How do I do that? Bright comets. This one. Yeah. Is it this one then? Finder charts. No, it's not finder charts. It's actually the 3D. If I click on there, hopefully now it will only show this comet, because otherwise it's very busy, the picture. So here we have Comet Atlas. So the purple the purple line indicates its orbit around the sun. And actually, so it already passed the sun, like here. Now it's going back into shooting back into the solar system, or the outer solar system. So, and this is the projected path. You can see here that here we are on a specific plane. All the planets are more or less on the same plane, but you can see that in this 3D image that this comet will actually go far up here. So it's not going to pass any other planets. It will go up in the night sky. I hope I make myself clear. So yeah, pretty cool to see. And it's also, yeah, it kind of stops there. So question is whether or not it will return to the solar system. Anyhow, pretty cool to see. Let me check the comet again. So there it goes. You can also check like the current speed. I saw that somewhere. So let me check some more stuff about the comet right now. Blah blah blah. Yeah, the closest approach was actually 70 million kilometers from Earth. So that's about halfway from the Earth to the Sun. It's about 50% of that. I'm saying this correctly? Yeah, so 1 astronomical unit from the Sun to Earth, the distance is about 150 million kilometers. So this was about half, the closest it got to Earth was about halfway from the Earth to the Sun. But right now it's like at, can I see it? Let me check. 2024. Yeah, it's about 100 million. It's 104 million kilometers. And the light travel time, it says here. Do you want to see that? It's still out, right? Oh, here's another picture. Let's see. Yeah, pretty good. How's the guiding? How's my guiding? Oh, it's not so good. Yeah, this thing is hitting the horizon, so it will be more and more difficult to guide, I guess. You can see here, this is the glare of the horizon already. So with 2-second exposures, it manages to see a couple of stars. Maybe I should like try to reinitiate this. Let's see, can it? Oh, what did I do? Yeah, it's picking up like 2 stars still. It doesn't pick up the other ones. It's just too close to the horizon. That's unfortunate. Okay, anyhow. So you can see I'm cooling the camera at minus 15 degrees Celsius. Can you see that? It's like, oh, I'm in the picture. So if I close the webcam here, you see I have a gain of 50, and right now I'm cooling at minus 15 degrees below zero Celsius. Cooler running at 60%. And the reason I do that is because I will get a less noisy, a brighter picture of the comet. So that's cool. If you have a dedicated astrophotography camera, you can cool that camera up to like minus 35 degrees below the temperature, the ambient temperature outside, and that really helps in getting less noisy, noisy images of your deep sky objects. Let me go back to the stream. 48 people watching. Thanks, folks. What website was that? Yes, it's the Sky Live, Anthony. The Sky Live. Okay. Eskioda, PCXDA are comet designations. I should read up on that. Hackberry, Arizona. Terry in the house. Hello, Terry. Welcome. I can almost see the movement from frame to frame. Yeah, Andy, that shouldn't be. Yeah, it could. You could see it actually because I'm tracking the stars. So as compared to the stars, the comet is of course moving differently because actually I'm tracking. I'm actually only compensating for the Earth's rotation right now. So if my tracking is good, then the stars will stay in the same place, but the comet is moving in a different direction. So you might see the comet moving from frame to frame. That's actually right. So maybe I should take shorter exposure images to see this movement. But I decided for 3 minutes because I also wanted to capture as much of that tail as possible. So here, oh, another picture rolls in. We have another streak. What's that? A red streak, like is somebody with a laser pointing at the comet. What's that? It's not a plane. How's that? Unbelievable. Like the disco? No. It's really a straight line. I hope it's not a defect of the camera. I never had any issues with it. What is this? This is clearly like... I think it's a satellite. Oh, interesting. Well, let's put it out there for all to see. Can anyone identify this bright streak? Indy's bike. Yeah. So you're using a telescope, you can't see the tail. Yeah, the tail is like 5 degrees. So that's really, if you, one of the biggest objects I'm photographing every year is the Andromeda Galaxy. That's about 3 degrees. So this comet's tail is even longer than that. So yeah, you have to, maybe if you get a really wide field view, you can use like just a camera lens, right? Maybe 50 millimeters or something to get the whole tail. You really have you need like a more than a 5 degree field of view of the night sky to get this the whole tail of the comet. I'm having about 2.5 degrees here. That's what I'm showing you. Spock, tell a joke. Where's Spock? Mauricio, hello from Spain. I can greet you in Spanish. What is it? Buenas noches. Buenas tardes, I think. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo está usted, señor? Dan says, Wido, do you run a gain of 50? Yeah, I know. I don't know why it's at 50. I think I fiddled a little bit around with the, with the gain. I usually leave it to default. I was also surprised that it was at 50. You're very sharp, but I need to stop capturing here default gain. So that's strange, right? I did 80 at default and it shows 50. Maybe I can also go into the camera menu. Oh, the gain here is 50. So medium. Should I put it to 100? But I'm already imaging now at 50. Yeah, here it says 100. There's some, I don't know what happened. Maybe I hit something, like I was. If you just put when you are like swiping across the screen, sometimes this changes. You know what? I will put the gain to 100 now. Let's see. Maybe we see a difference. But maybe the image will get too bright then, right? You know what? I will leave it to 50 if you don't mind. But I totally agree with you. The medium gain is like 100 is standard. I will put it back to 50 because I have 50 now on every image. Now a lower gain would actually increase the dynamic range of the camera, right? But yeah, I usually image with the default gain. So you're right. Any other questions? I'm not sure if satellites have blinking lights, but it was not blinking. It was like just a straight. It was a straight line. When I see an airplane crossing my picture, it always blinks. So you have like some it's on and off and on and off, and then you can see that blinking pattern across the picture if you have a long exposure picture. But this was a straight line. So it was more like a laser. Blue stylix. Oh, maybe, yeah, can the sun be reflecting some sunlight off the satellites? Then maybe it changes color a bit. I almost always see like bright white stripes. When it's a satellite, you can see a bright white stripe across your long exposure picture. I have mine on 100. On 100, the best gain, 100. I know. And now it's at 50. And actually, maybe because it's here, let me show you. Maybe it's not so bad that it's accidentally at 50. I will admit that it's accidentally at 50. But maybe it's not the worst because, let me show you where it is. This comet is so close to the horizon. So yeah, I can do a higher gain, but is it here now? Let me check. Is this time accurate? Yeah, this is accurate. Still some way to go. You know what? Let's put it to 100 and let's see what happens in the next. Oh, it's just had another picture. Okay, just let me put the gain to 100. Let's see what we get. What is actually high? 300. No. Okay, 100. So I put it to 100. Let's see what kind of differences we will. It will be a brighter picture, I guess. But you see, we are hitting the horizon, so maybe it will be washed out. Let's see what we get. But to you, more people in the stream here. So much space junk up there. That's true. So yeah. Are there any other objects in the sky right now for those folks who do not have a telescope? I know Venus. I think Venus is just below the horizon, right? I saw that Venus was back just after sunset. When you look towards the west, you can see Venus low on the horizon. But it's already set, I think. So let me check here. So actually many other targets or objects, I want to call them, not targets. So you see here we have the Milky Way. It's all the way towards the west now. And so yeah, here we have the core of the Milky Way. It's hitting the horizon here. So you have many popular deep sky objects here, like the Eagle Nebula, the Lagoon Nebula, and so on. Wild duck cluster here. Can you actually zoom in? Does it have? No, it doesn't have. Trivet Nebula. But you can best image them if you're in the northern hemisphere like me. You can best image those objects during summertime in July, August. Then they are highest in your night sky, and they will hit like the meridian. They will hit the south at 12 o'clock midnight. So, oh, here we have Pluto, also low on the horizon. So the best thing for me to do, especially in city skies, is just to find an object I want to image high up in the night sky. So right now we have Cygnus is still very high up in the night sky, as you can see. And Cygnus has all kinds of interesting objects. It doesn't show actually here in the sky live. But yeah, you have the North American Nebula, the Crescent Nebula, the whole ionized, like the emission nebulae around the Neb. Anyhow, a lot of objects are visible there. It only shows a few here, the Sky Live. I think the Sky Live is particularly aimed at solar system bodies and comets like this. It's a great site to check out like the latest information on comets and asteroids. It also shows space probes actually. I never saw that. And they also have this cool 3D solar system viewer. It's all free, so you can just check out the website. You can see the position of the planet. So you can see here we are going to pass Mars in, I think it's December, right? So we're getting closer to Mars. So if you have a large focal length, big aperture telescope, November, December might be a good time, or will definitely be a good time to try to catch Mars. If your skies are clear, of course, if your skies are clear. So what's the situation here? So this is the infrared image. Let me refresh this image. Yeah, it is not great. It's definitely not great, but apparently I'm still getting pictures. So visually we cannot see anything visually anymore. Infrared. And when we enlarge this to European satellite images, so you can see a little bit where I am. So, oh yeah, so we have, whoa, the UK is unfortunately cloudy again. Oh, London might still have a view. So it is Brussels. I'm here in the Netherlands. This is Brussels. I think, yeah, if it's not foggy, you should have a view of the night sky. Paris, France is looking good. Berlin. All right, let's go back to the comet. So is this already the 100 gain picture? Is it I think it's instantly changes to 100 when you adjust the settings, right? I'm curious. So guys, if you like this kind of stuff, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want. I see a lot of people who are always here. So Dan, hi Dan. Wido, why do you run a gain of 50? Oh yeah, already. We already discussed that. We are at 100 now. I hope everybody's happy. Mars in opposition. Yes. December 7th, Jupiter at opposition. Mars is the 15th of January. Aha. So we first have Jupiter. Where's Jupiter? Ah, there. Yeah. It's a bit in front of Mars. Oh yeah, I didn't show it. So how's this picture? It's not necessarily better, right? This is the 100 game. You see, it's washed out a little bit. Can also be because it's hitting the horizon. I don't see the tail anymore. Let's wait until another 3-minute picture rolls in. The guiding is really bad, so low to the horizon. Maybe also because it's foggy. So here you can see, now this is definitely not ideal. Never image anything that's close to the horizon, but yeah, with the comet, we don't have a choice. If it's there, it's there. We need to image it. I think when you are further down south, so the south of Europe or maybe the north of Africa or the south of the USA, this comet will be higher in your night sky. You will get a better view because you don't have to shoot through a lot of atmosphere to capture it. So guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. This will be the final time I'm trying to image the comet. I'm going to take these hopefully 50 pictures. I don't know if it lasts that long. I'm going to do one more stacked image of this comet, and then I will focus again on other projects. I was actually thinking about, because I did like some of the popular, I re-imaged some of the popular targets of the popular autumn targets like the Andromeda Galaxy and the Pleiades a couple of weeks ago. We had like in the beginning of October, we had super clear skies in the Netherlands. So I took advantage of that and using this new telescope I only have for a couple of months, I imaged some of these popular targets again. And tonight I was actually thinking about maybe the California Nebula, something like that. So, oh yeah, here we get another picture, I guess. Let's see, it's downloading. Here we go. 100 gain. It doesn't have a lot of, there's not a huge difference, I would say. Do you agree? Do you think this picture is better? Let me know. So this is the 100 gain picture. Ooh, here, fog. I definitely going to need some flat frames. Yeah, I can check, of course, the previous pictures. So here I have my light frames here. So the last one was 100 gain. But I don't know, it was also higher up in the sky when I just started imaging, right? So let's see, when I first started imaging, can I scroll here all the way? So this is one of my first pictures. Let me see. This one. You see much more of the tail here, you see? It was higher up in the night sky. This is only a 120-second picture. And right now it's hitting the horizon. So when we look at the latest image I got, you can see it here across the images. Oh, it's still pretty good. I think when I stack them, I might still have a decent picture. But the latest, this picture is not so good, I think. You can see it's washed out comet. The tail of the comet. Stuff to think about. I don't think it's the gain. Would it be the gain setting? No. I think it's just too close to the horizon to get an excellent view. Will you stack and process? Yes, Dan, but not tonight, because tonight I'm going to try to image like, I think the California nebula. But I will definitely, I will try to run my rig tonight for a deep sky object, and then tomorrow I will be taking flat frames, and then I will just see what I got with this comet, and let's see if I'm able to stack it into a decent picture. Will you show any other objects? Yes, case, but I think that would be a bit tricky. Yeah, I could try to do it, but I always find that a bit, because I'm going to capture objects for 10 hours, right? If I want to take a picture of a night sky object, I'm going to capture it for 5 or 10 hours, and I'm staying with that object. So you need to do that to get a high quality picture. So that's I think that's boring. That's pretty boring to stream, right? In the end, I like oh no, it's definitely hitting the horizon. You saw that brightness going up. Maybe it's the gain, I think, but guider is doing something. Maybe it lost tracking. Could also be. It's very bright. But yeah, of course we can lower the brightness of the picture. It's just hitting the horizon. It's hitting the horizon. Yeah, the guider has a lot of issues. It cannot find stars anymore. Here we are so close to the horizon. It just has difficulty finding stars and tracking stars. I'm putting some extreme. I'm putting the rig to the extreme here. Thanks for the stream. You're going back to work. Ask Yoda. Thanks for watching. I will post that final picture on my community tab. So. Hello from Iowa. Sean is here. So we're still having a live view of the comet here. So I'm taking 3-minute pictures. You can see it. I already took 24 pictures, as you can see here in my ASIR overview screen. I don't think I will make it to 50. Maybe I will go to 30 and then quit this imaging session. curious about the final. I won't be able to watch for 10 hours. Yes, Case. No, yeah, you can, but you need to sleep, I think. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm like I calibrate my telescope, I focus it, and then I point it towards an object, and then when I'm happy with the focusing and the tracking is good, I just leave my rig on my rooftop, and it will continue to take pictures automatically. So I can get some sleep. But usually I will check from time to time the images I'm getting, like we're doing right now. So I'm just checking here. So we have a waning gibbous moon today. It's about 50% lit. Is that right? I thought we were in the final quarter. Yeah, it's the final quarter, yeah. Is it already up? The moon is still below the horizon, so that's good. Do you actually have to refocus often? Yeah, Case, especially when I'm using a very long focal length telescope. So I have like an 8-inch telescope I use with a 1500 meter focal length. That's my Celestron Edge HD, and I do need to refocus it from time to time because yeah, you just depending on the position of the object, it can shift a little bit. And I know that there are all kinds of fancy automatic focusers you can use nowadays. But I still have my manual focuser. I have one automatic focuser actually, but it's on another telescope. I did not install it on this one yet. Light clouds. Andy, are you not in the UK? Early start for me in the morning. Oh, next morning maybe. And light clouds. Yeah, that's why I'm broadcasting. You can enjoy the stream. So 25 pictures. It's not getting any better because it's hitting the horizon. Unfortunately. Actually, I also have my Dwarf. I could switch to my Dwarf to see. Nah, I will be staying with this view. I will be staying with this view. So, Comet Atlas, once in 80,000 years. And we were lucky enough to see it. That's quite amazing. So what will I image after this? I was thinking California Nebula, but do you have any ideas? I also saw the Heart Nebula was pretty good. I'm going to check stellarium. I'm just loading up stellarium to see what I can actually image tonight. Can I show you this? Stellarium. Do I have it somewhere? Here. Let me move it up. Up, stellarium, go. Ooh. It's quite messy, my OBS. Can you see it yet? Yeah, you can see it. Ah, here it is, stellarium. Well, let me show you my stellarium. So, okay. Okay. Maybe like this. So let's check the comet again. Yeah, it's getting closer to the horizon. I don't know, the 100 gain didn't make it any better. Stellarium. So I was actually thinking about imaging. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. NGC 1499. It's still close to the horizon, so California nebula. This emission nebula. It's in Perseus, right? Here we can see it like this. Perseus. So, of course, when you are going to image objects towards the east, they will rise in the night sky here. When it gets later, it will rise here, rise, and then the higher it is in the night sky, the better the views you will get. So maybe there's other stuff. Is there something in Cassiopeia that I missed? Here, the Pac-Man Nebula is one of my favorites, but I did already an imaging session on that a few weeks ago with my Edge HD and the C-Star S50. Now, of course, we have here the Andromeda Galaxy. I already captured that. I will be releasing a picture and a video about that tomorrow. So I'm just searching for something. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Oh, look at that comet hitting the horizon. Oh, sorry about that. Beautiful nebula. Does it fit the field of view? I think it will just fit my field of view, but I have to check. It will be pretty close. It will be pretty close. Let me check, actually. Will it hit my field of view? Will it fit my field of view? Let me... That's actually a good question. Where can I... Ah, here we go. Ugh. Too much info. I need to get rid of that info. Wait a minute. NGC 1499. Let me go back to that previous view. Here, this is my view case. How do you think? Will it fit? I can of course, I have a manual rotator, so I will rotate it, well, like this. It will be close. I also have a reducer. Maybe I should put in the reducer. It's like a 0.7 reducer. Let me get rid of those lines. I have like a, whoa, not a Barlow. 0.7 more or less, yeah. 0.7 reducer. That would fit nicely. Then it would fit nicely. So you want to image the California Nebula at about 450 millimeter focal length to get the whole nebula. But sometimes it's also nice to get a close-up image, especially the, like, is it the tail of that, or at least this part of the nebula is really, really interesting. A lot of dynamic range there, like a lot of bright and dark regions, which is of course very nice to image. And you also have, like, you cannot see it on this picture, but you also have some ionized, doubly ionized oxygen in that nebula in blue. So anyhow, this is not a comet, this is not a comet. So let's go back. Oh, horizon, here we come. It's getting worse. Any questions, guys? It will just fit. Yes, Case. The Cygnus wall. Yeah, I already did that one, Sean. My Cygnus wall picture. Do I have it? I was actually surprised with the Cygnus wall because I was expecting it. I was experimenting with my color camera. Normally I use a mono camera to capture emission nebulae like the Cygnus wall and the North America nebula, of course. But lately I had my, I don't know why, I was imaging another object. I think it was the Pleiades. And then I also gave it a go with my, like the North American nebula and the Cygnus wall. I gave it a go with my color camera, and it turned out quite nicely. When using my, I used the Hubble palette, like SSHO combination. And of course you will get a better picture in when using a mono camera, but I was surprised. I wanted to show, let me show you that picture. And where is it? ASI Air. I am using my ASI Air almost always now. I still have Sequence Generator Pro and Nina installed, but I do like the idea that I can just take my rig anywhere and I can wirelessly connect to it and then just start shooting. Is it this one? You can't see it, I think. You know, it's decent. Can I show this to you? How do I do that? Can I drag it into OBS? I think so. Let me try to look at that comet go. Nah, it's almost hitting the horizon now. Can I just drag in a picture? I don't know if that works. It does. Oh wow, this is the 24 megapixel view. That's not what YouTube offers. Let me try to... Oh, I should crop these images before I import them. So this is my, sorry about this. This is my Cygnus wall picture. Whoa, look at that. So this is with the color camera. So I was actually quite surprised. Here you can see, can I point to it? I don't know. Anyhow, you can see the Cygnus wall towards the left. That's what was mentioned in the stream by Sean. Sorry, Sean, I forgot. So do you like it? So this is about, I think it was about 10 hours. Like 3 hours HA, 3 hours O3 and 3 hours S2. Hubble palette picture. Oh, the view is not getting any better. We're almost done with the comet. It will go below the horizon in a couple of minutes. Or maybe, let me check. where is the comet right now? Oh. It is stuck. Let me see. East, north, west. Reset the time. Oh, I can't actually see it in this. I'm checking. Yeah, the comet, obviously it's not hitting the horizon yet, but it should be close, right? Let me check. Yeah, very close. Let me show you. I can show it like this, I think. So you see, it's almost hitting the horizon here. Here, like 10 o'clock. Yeah, I will definitely... And I think I will lose the view sooner than this. So let me go back to the comet. These are the final views I can offer you. Unfortunately, in light polluted city skies here. Again, I'm dragging the wrong picture. Maybe when I move back the brightness of the picture a bit, you can still see the nucleus. Let's move it a bit like this. So guys, I hope you had a good view of the comet. You have a flat roof. Yes, Sean, I have a flat roof. Actually, I'm thinking about like installing a fixed stairs to go up my rooftop, because I'm still using an old-fashioned ladder, and yeah, sometimes it's a bit tricky to get up my rooftop. I mean, I'm not getting any younger, so I was thinking about nice like a twisting, like, how do you call that, like a twisting stairs up to go up the rooftop, instead of using that old ladder I have. So yeah, I have this like yeah, telescope is about $1,200, and then the camera maybe $1,500. So it might be a good idea to have a fixed stairs to my rooftop, I think. Anyhow, do you have to shovel off snow regularly? No, Sean. I think since the when I was young, we had more winters in the Netherlands, where we used to go out ice skating a lot. But the last decade, the last 10 years, we maybe have maybe a week of freezing and snow here in the Netherlands, maybe 2 weeks, but that's it. We are on the latitude of London, by the way, so we don't get a lot of snow. Spiral staircase, yes, Sean. I need to do another English course. Have you tried the Antlia quad? And Andy, no, I don't have the money. If you want to donate money, feel free. I can't. I don't have the Antlia quad. For me, like a couple of $100 for filters. That's about as far as I will go. How much was that thing? For me, there's always an upper limit, right? For me, if I have I'd like to spend it on the camera and the stable tracking mount. But yeah, if you also have the Antlia quad, you probably will get very nice images with your color camera. And then also if you get the Antlia quad, also get like the 6200 MC. There is like a 6200 camera. I don't know what the Sony IMX sensor is on that one, but it's even bigger. It's like, can I check that? Like the 62, the ASI. If you have if you're going to have an Antilia quad filter, you also should have the MC 6200 MC Pro Color. What is the resolution on that thing? It's 9576 by 6388 pixels. It's an IMX 455 Sony sensor. Wow. It's a money pit, astrophotography. And I'm really glad actually that there is also another side to astrophotography right now. You can just buy a decent camera and do some long exposure imaging, and you have these smart telescopes on the market today, which makes photographing objects in the night sky a lot of fun, and it doesn't involve a steep learning curve to use these telescopes. So I'm actually pretty happy that people can maybe save up a couple of $100 or euros or some other money and crypto maybe. And they can buy, you know, if you are maybe 15, 16 years old, you're not going to spend $10,000 unless you have really rich parents. So that's also why I have been trying out a couple of these smart telescopes that are quite affordable to use. But of course, I do like my more expensive astrophotography imaging rigs as well. $200? Really that cheap? Install a moon roof. No, I'm not going to. No, I know. I don't want to get saddled. I want to have an imaging rig that I can take into the field and everything. Go to other places. Dark skies. I'm here in a city with Bortle class 8 view, so yeah, I don't know. And by the way, the gear I'm using is pretty lightweight. It's only a couple of kilograms, so I think I was up and running in about 15 minutes today. So that's not too bad, I think. But yeah, definitely if you have a big garden and you have dark skies and you're going to build that one big observatory, be my guest. You can do that, of course. I totally understand when you want to do that. Yeah, 2600. Oh, guys, look at that image. I'm still waiting for it to hit the rooftop or the horizon. Maybe when we check the guide scope, can we see the horizon through the guide scope? We can't see anything anymore. Okay. So guys, I will be ending this session soon because the comet is almost hitting the horizon and this is the best view we can get now. I hope you liked it. And yeah. Don't know if I'm going to do a lot of other live streams. I kind of settled on making like higher quality YouTube videos, bi-weekly YouTube videos, which gets, because I'm able to get a lot of information out and really think about how I like make these videos, think about the script, think about what I want to say, do some decent video, can use some decent video materials. But yeah, when a comet like this comes along, it's pretty fun to do a live stream as well. So yeah, let me know if you actually like these live streams. That's strange. It looked like the comet was going back a little bit on that view. Anyway. Terry, thanks for sharing. Yeah, thanks Terry for watching. Look us up if you find yourself near the Grand Canyon. Yeah, I will. Thanks for the invitation, Terry. It would be very. That would be very nice. You're close to the Grand Canyon. That would be amazing, right? You have an amazing view there. Watching from Helena. Wow. Came through clear. Yeah. Congrats, Papa Bell. A simple live stream with the Dwarf 2 or 3. That would be cool for you, Case. Okay, I will think about that. But yeah. So any other suggestions, let me know. I'm still here now, so if you have any other questions or suggestions on what you want to see on my channel, let me know, because I try to do these bi-weekly videos where I show you the astrophotography gear I'm using, showing you my latest images. Of course, I have been putting a lot of explaining in the video as well. So I try to do some kind of tutorial in every video where you can also see how I actually use all the equipment and provide you with like a step-by-step, is it a guide, like a step-by-step video of what I'm actually doing to capture these deep sky images. With different kinds of setups. So I hope you can appreciate that. And in order for me to do that, it is great to have like maybe 2 or 3 weeks time to actually really think about how to set up that video and edit that video. So you can get good quality information, or the best I can do at least. And with live streams are more popcorn like. We can talk to each other, we can like tell each other stories and show you live images of what's happening in the night sky, like this awesome comet. Love the live streams. Meche Marathon, yeah. Maybe I should think about doing like lots of targets in one single night. That would be interesting. That would be more like a stargazing evening. Or I could just show you what is in the night sky. In, for instance, now autumn, so we have a lot of cool objects in the night sky right now. But still, you need about a couple of minutes for deep sky objects to actually target them and image them. We could do it. I will think about it. I will think about it. I could also do it for subscribers. Live stacking with the ASI Air would be cool. Yeah, I was thinking, can I live stack with this thing? I never did it. Apparently I can. Andy, I can. You maybe with a live. I will be killing this. I will be stopping the auto run here. So when I go to live, is there any kind of live stacking? Oh, let's see. Oh, wait, but now, is this, how does this work? I never used the live. Save each of the frames while stacking. Ah, okay, so you can stack. I never did it. Stack duration, no limit. Exposure, 5 seconds. Can I then... How do I change the exposures? Can I do it? Oh, here. Well, let's just for fun do like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, all right. Save. And now I'm going to hit record and then it's going to stack. So I should have done that right away. Sorry about that. So 15-second pictures. And what is then the save each frame while stacking? Oh, I should have done that. Sorry about that. So here we go. Is this the first image I'm getting? I think so. How can I see if it's stacked? Oh, it's here, stacked, ignored. So it's not stacking right now, right? I'm doing something. Oh, stacked one. Okay. Let's see what happens. I'm, of course, very close to the horizon now, so... Oh, that's cool, man. Thanks for the suggestion. I should have done this earlier. Oh, very slow connection all of a sudden. Sorry about that. Ah, it's actually stacking. Stack 2. So great. Oh, it will dither also. It shouldn't dither. Nah, anyway. Is it trying to dither because it's so close to the horizon? Oh, here we are. This is the 2 sec. This is only 15-second image. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it. I never used it. Andy, thanks. This is great for a live session. So I will. Shall I just go to the? So guys, this is. I think this is so much for the comet because it's so close to the horizon. I will do the one final check, but it is. Here, let me show you. It's now on the horizon, more or less. Still a little bit above, but. No, it is stacking. That's cool. So I can go also. I can do a bit longer stacking, right? So let's quit the 15-second pause, and I want to do. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to use this on my computer. I have a phone link. It's not always working that well. Let me try to do it again. I'm trying to click 15 seconds. Oh, here. So let's go back. Let's do 60. Check. Save. So 60-second change. Is it still at 100 gain? Yes. Okay. So now it's taking 60 seconds. Cool. Yeah, very cool. So maybe I should do one last slew to the California nebula. What would you like to see then? So 27 seconds to go for the first image. Ah, I think I found a new hobby here. Live stacking. And here we go, downloading. But that's 26 megapixels for each picture. Kaboom. Oh, not enough stars. Here we go. Not enough stars. Ignored one. Because it's so close to the horizon. The guiding also failed. Okay, guys, maybe I will go to my original plan. If you want to hang around for a bit, you be my guest. I'm going to... So NGC 1499 California nebula. Needs to be a bit higher, but yeah, it will rise in the sky. So he's only hitting the horizon at 3 a.m. You see, 3:30. Can you see that? Actually, yeah, you can see the entire view. Okay. I should wait until maybe December, maybe or November, December, when it's a bit higher. But anyway, let's go. So guys, we officially left the horizon. Oh, my framing is wrong, of course, then. Okay, I left the comet, guys. Let's see if it can find the California Nebula. It's all the way on the other side. Here we go. Boom. Okay. Is it centered? Sluice the position. Yeah, of course the imaging session is still going on. Maybe I should finish that first, right? Stop this madness. Okay. New. Go to again. Let's see. Yeah, it's picking up the stars. So this was my original plan. Just show you the comet and then, okay, target is centered. Let's hit the auto guider again. Loop. Ah, look, we have more stars here because we are higher up in the night sky. Nice. Oh, it's going to do some calibration because I'm on the other side. I'm on the east side now. All right. If you want to stick around, you feel free, but yeah, I need to go up then because I want to rotate my framing. East step, the east side to the west side. Oh, we don't have that in the Netherlands. We do have the North Sea, and on the other side we have Germany. East step. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. So, yeah, you can see astrophotography. It takes some patience. Clearing backlash. Any other? I better get a coffee, yeah. I'm just going to frame it in the view. If you want to stick around, you can. Still calibrating. So I have a manual rotator on the telescope. So I'm going to use that. We're almost done here. South step. So everybody knows what guiding is, I think, because the ones who are sticking around are, of course, the astrophotographers. So we're looking at the calibration steps on the ASI Air Plus, which is a small computer on my telescope to control my whole astrophotography rig. It's really neat. And yeah, having an extra guide scope with a camera, it's a small focal length telescope. It helps you to track the stars like you can see here. It's going to start tracking the stars. And because it's tracking the stars, it will give corrections to the astrophotography mount, the telescope mount, which is actually moving in the same speed the stars are moving across the sky. And anyway, so with auto guiding you can get like multi-minute exposures, sharp multi-minute exposures of the night sky. For those of you who are not doing astrophotography. Okay, this was the guiding. So I'm doing all this on my PC. That's very interesting. Yeah. I wanted to frame, but then I need to leave you because how can I do that? Settings? No. I can't see it. Huh. Should be here. So I'm going up. I'm going to reframe this image. I'm not imaging, right? No. Maybe I should go to preview. Ah, yeah. I think I do need preview for that then. Yeah, right. So in the preview mode you can do framing. So the actual rotation of the camera is the blue rectangle. So I can fiddle around with it a little bit. Like, of course I want it to be something like this. Something like this. And I also want to move the... So I'm going to upstairs to try to get to this this view. Yeah, we'll be back. Stick around if you want to. All right, folks. Trying to focus on the California nebula here. Let's see if you're still here. So can I go to the live? Right, live. I never did this. Let's go deep. Let's go for a 300-second picture here. Okay, flat starks. Is it all save each frame while stacking? Stacking duration, no limit. I don't have a flat. Right. So then I will just, I guess, press record. Cooler is at -15. Gain is at 100. Okay. Don't fall off the roof. Yeah, that's always a bit tricky. That would be the end of the channel. Case, yeah, now you understand what astrophotography is. You have to do it manually. Yeah, Case, if you don't have a smartphone, over smart telescope, I guess, look, there are auto rotators and auto focusers. How can I actually explain this to somebody who is not yet into astrophotography? I think that's why smart telescopes are super smart telescopes. You can compare them to, let's say, a tablet or something like that. So you have a tablet and everything is already installed, right? You can just browse and you just need to download some apps and you can use it. But you also used to have these personal computers, and then you could customize them in every way, like a different processor, a different graphics card. You could switch them. You could switch between different software systems to use. And yeah, I feel a little bit the same with astrophotography, because you are going to choose your telescope, you're going to choose your individual camera, you're going to choose your individual like software to control your astrophotography gear amount, and that all has to work together. So there's a lot of steps involved, and that's only for taking a long exposure picture. I'm not even talking about post-processing after you have collected the pictures. Recorded the comet in night vision. Wow. Oh, you can add dark and bias frames. Yeah. I will just leave it now here and just wait for the first 5-minute picture. 130 seconds to go. Hey, the tracking is quite good. So 0.5. So, Case, to just explain, I went up my rooftop, I manually, so first the slewing to the target was automatic, and also the tracking is automatic, but I needed to, I have a manual rotator to actually move the camera of that's in the telescope. I can move the camera a bit to get the focus, the framing I want, and then I also have a manual focuser on the telescope that I use to focus on the stars. Anyway, let's wait for that first picture. 80 seconds to go. So I'm now taking a 5-minute exposure picture. So I'll wait for that first picture, and then I guess I will be ending the stream, guys. I'm curious to see how this stacking will move along. The stream was about the comet. We saw the comet, and now this is like an extra bonus, right? I'm kind of worried. Is the moon close to the... Ah, this is narrow band anyway. Okay, case in about 16 seconds you understand why we go through all the trouble of building an astrophotography rig. I hope. Oh, it needs to download, guys. It needs to download. How does this work, actually? Where is the I don't see the downloading screen. Let's hope it will display the first image. Oh, trouble with the family. Stacked one. Okay. Oh, here's the download. Okay, trouble in paradise. Oh, it's a bit grainy. But here it is. First picture of the California nebula. Pretty cool. In color. So this is with a narrowband filter. Eh? So these things actually are out there. How big is the California nebula? I think it's about... I think it's maybe 20 light years in size. Across, right? DC 1499 size. Oh, what happens? Two and a half arc. No, that's not what I mean. The actual size. The radius is 22 light years. Wow. I will wait for one more to see if it will stack the second 5-minute picture. See if that improves the image a bit. So this is only a very small part of the light spectrum I'm capturing, right? This is a 7 nanometer H alpha narrowband filter I'm using in front of my color camera. And it shows you like a very specific wavelength of light, which actually captures this the ionized hydrogen in this nebula that actually emits light at a very specific at this very specific wavelength. And it is in these kind of clouds in our galaxy that new stars are born, of course. It's actually pretty close if you look at it. The galaxy is about it's about 1,000 light years away. That's still our neighborhood when we look at the Milky Way galaxy as a whole. So the Milky Way is about 100,000 light years across, and so 1,000 light years is pretty close. It's still our neighborhood. So is this better than the Comet? Chris, cloudy. A case when you take these long exposure images and you're accurately tracking the stars, of course you will increase what is called the signal to noise ratio. So you will pick up the light from that nebula while all other kinds of noise, like planes moving, and I'm also using a narrowband filter. So I'm only capturing, in this case, I'm only capturing this specific wavelength of light while blocking out the light pollution in my city. Or any, like it's only this very specific part of the red, the light spectrum in red that I'm capturing right now. Yeah, Andy, that's why I'm not live streaming. Why would you want to take 60-second images if you can get 5-minute images? I can maybe even get 10-minute images. So with I would argue that your pictures will turn out a lot smoother when you increase your exposure time. But of course, that's why I'm not live streaming this. Normally, but you asked me to. Hey, the second stack. Did it improve? A little bit. So, okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to Images California Nebula tonight. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Yeah, like I said, I will think about doing other live streams. Although I think astrophotography is also you have to have some patience in doing it, and it's cool to look at like objects that are also visible to the naked eye, or objects that are very easy to see in the night sky, or people are excited about. That's perfect for live streams. I think this kind of stuff is more for maybe advanced astrophotographers who like this. Maybe we can have a subsection, or maybe I can do this for subscribers only. I have to check it out. But anyway, thanks for watching the Comet with me, and see you on the channel. See you hopefully on the channel. See you in another live stream. If you want to know more about astrophotography, subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have some clear skies. A lot of people had clouds, so I hope you have some clear skies soon to study the stars, to watch the stars from your backyard, or maybe a dark sky you have. Thanks so much, and see you around. Oh, I didn't put my camera. I did. Bye-bye.